Alright, I'm working on our kitchen. Right up there, here's our sink, and there's the corner of the wall. We had our old stove here. We took out the old stove, we put in a new stove, and we had a corner cabinet right there. A cabinet right there above the stove. You can see the old line right there, and then there was one right there. And we had this little counter right there in there. And now we got our big freezer in there. It was right over there. I have ripped out, or me and my son ripped out this cabinet there. It had the double doors on it. So we can put our dishwasher in there, our new dishwasher. But for right now we're just doing the upper part of the kitchen. We pulled out, that's what we pulled out a long time ago when we put that big freezer there. We got that donated to us from our sister-in-law, or my sister-in-law, my wife's sister. And there's the cabinet right there. Oops. There's the cabinet right there that's left, the upper one. That is right above the counter. A lot of stuff piled up because emptying all the cupboards out. Kind of dirty underneath there, but what do you expect? 1950s house. So what we are going to do is, it had a 30-inch one. That's what it looks like above the cupboard. You got that space, and they built that panel right there. We're going to remove those panels too, and they had boards up across there where the panels were hooked to. But we'll go ahead and paint that ceiling. I painted the wall. We'll paint that ceiling, and then we'll put a 36-inch corner one in there, so it'll go all the way to the ceiling, down to the same length where the other one was. Almost. It's up about 5 inches or so. And then right over here we'll put a 30-inch, and it only had a 24-inch in there because we're going to go all the way to the ceiling, so it'll be about 2 inches, 3 inches above that line right there where it was at, the old one. But I can't go quite as wide because the freezer crosses there, but hopefully I can get one that's like 32 inches wide and 30 inches high. That one will go 36 inches. Then we'll put a little one across there. You can't really get to it very well, but we'll just still put one up there just to put stuff we don't use very often. And got a little surprise when I just moved, or me and my son just moved this cabinet or counter right here. We had to rip it apart in pieces. This house is 1950, late 50s when they built it. So these cabinets are the originals. They are solid wood. They come apart in pieces. The ones up there, we were able to take out the nails and stuff out the back and take those out. And then there's bolts between them to hold them together. But this one I had to take out in little pieces and bust it up into sections. Anyway, this was laying on the floor down behind there, so when they built the cabinet, check this out. Air raid instructions. Revised civil defense. Tell me that's not old. And an old Tide coupon. Printed out by the old IBMs. And write your congressman today. And it gives the addresses and everything. And the cool thing is, it's from the 87th Congress. 1961-62. That pretty much dates the house. That's crazy. Alright, once we put our cabinets in, I'll make another little video so everybody can see what we've done. But yeah, there was, when we moved in, we had cabinets all the way across there. Had to replace those because we had to put our little or our big fridge in there, or pulled those out. So what I'll do is I'll put, like I said, over there I'll put that corner one, and that one that'll be down beside the fridge, and then one above. Then over here I will put some 36-inch tall ones that go to the ceiling, and they'll be a couple inches higher than that, so I can have more space between my countertop. And I'll put one there, or they had another one right there that was 36 also. And then I will go to a one that goes from that point where the paint folds right there over to that board. I'm probably going to replace that, but that's 12 inches wide. So trying to find an actual 12-inch wide cabinet, because they're all 18, because I can't cover the electric panel. So like I said, everything's pretty dirty right now because ripping everything apart and living in it. So piece by piece. That'll be our parts I put in next, is those parts right there. We're getting our dishwasher this week, and I'm just going to run the lines behind the drawers right there in underneath to the drain and the water intake, and they'll just plumb right at the back side of that. I'll just punch holes in the back of that, run the tubes through. And once we go to replace the countertop in a couple months, then we'll pull out this drawer here, move the dishwasher over, and then build everything on down along there. And probably do cabinets all the way down to her cupboard. It might even go all the way to the wall. Come across right to that electric panel, drop down a couple inches or underneath of it, and then finish it all the way across. I like to cook and stuff, so it will give me lots of, and I need to plumb in the water for that also, but it's all progress, slow progress. With my injury, I can only do so much, and having my wife and kids help, and it's gonna take time. This has been a whole week project, just popping those off, moving that stuff over. They had the stove delivered, and then we just popped that out today, and my neck is about done from just doing that, with helping my son break that out. So sorry, I'm shaking a lot on holding this, so I'm recording it on my Samsung 9.7-inch pad. Love my new stove though. Ooh. Alright everyone. Have a good day. Like and subscribe, and I'll keep the videos coming.